Like, look, Rich, I have the info right here. How are you? You know.
Quiet on the set.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Hello and welcome. I'm Daniel Pineda.
And my name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show, a pretty good lineup. We have news and community bulletin board items, community items of interest for you. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green. Hi, Adele.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Adele. Rich Massabny is here with his reviews,
Yep.
news for seniors, and then we'll wrap it up with Miriam Gennari and her interview. But before we begin, here's a reminder.
That's right, Craig. You can watch Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's at youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1, and also our Facebook account at facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News.
All right, you bet. Thanks, Daniel. Here we go with the first of our items. The Arlington County School Board unanimously elected Abby Raphael as their new board chair. Raphael will serve for a 1-year term through June of 2014. She replaces Emma Violin Sanchez as chair. Violin Sanchez will remain on the board as a board member. Raphael previously served as chair in the 2011-2012 school year. James Lander was unanimously elected to serve as the vice chair, replacing last year's vice chair of Sally Baird. Daniel.
Well, Arlington County Police have charged a woman with felony child neglect after the unintentional death of her 8-month-old baby. 32-year-old Zoraida Malgali Condi Hernandez of Alexandria forgot her son in a vehicle after she went to work on July the 5th. He was left in a parking lot on North Glebe Road for approximately 6 hours until she returned to pick up her other child at daycare. The child was pronounced dead shortly after she drove him to the hospital. Hernandez is being held on bond at the Arlington County Detention Facility.
All right, Daniel, some information now on you folks who may live in floodplains. The Arlington County Board has adopted an ordinance to update the county's floodplain maps. The floodplain designation identifies land areas where there is a potential of a flood event occurring within any given year. Residents housed within the floodplain are required to purchase flood insurance if their mortgages are federally regulated. The insurance is to be purchased before August 19th, 2013, August of this year, when the new designation becomes effective. To find out more about the National Flood Insurance Program, visit floodsmart.gov and FEMA's flood insurance page. Daniel.
The county has named David Christiel as Arlington's housing director. According to county manager Barbara Donnellan, the county conducted a nationwide search and had a strong pool of applicants to choose from. Christiel is currently the acting housing director for the county. He previously served as the county's housing development supervisor, and he helped develop the award-winning affordable housing recommendations for the Columbia Pike Neighborhoods Area Plan, and was a lead housing staffer on the award-winning V Point and Buckingham Villages projects.
All right, congratulations to
Congratulations,
David
absolutely.
on that appointment. All right, well, more than 100 Arlington Public School students earned honors by taking the National French and German exams. The Grand Concours, or National French Exam, is a multiple-choice exam offered for 6 different levels of French. This year, the exam was held in March and taken by more than 96,000 students across the country. The exam addresses students' ability to understand spoken and written language. A list of the students that received honors is showing on your screen now, with language level and the language level that they competed in and the school where they are attending classes. The time allowed for the list of names on the screen. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we're giving time now for the list of names on the screen. You found out about that the hard way. Now let's hear from Adele. Here we go with It's Easy Being Green.
Hello.
Good job.
Great.
My name is Adele, and it is easy being green, sipping earth-friendly summer cocktails. Celebrate summer with a refreshing summer cocktail. I think we all need one. Made with organic and fresh local ingredients. Whether you're outdoors on a hot summer day, hosting a backyard barbecue, or just relaxing in your house with a good book, a refreshing drink is guaranteed to hit the spot. All 5 of these easy green cocktail recipes are courtesy of Kate Harrison's Green Bride Guide, an online resource for eco-friendly wedding ideas, products, and services. For further information on the Green Bride Guide, go to www.greenbrideguide.com. So our first drink is watermelon sangria. If you've got 5 ingredients and a few extra minutes, then hollow out a juicy watermelon and serve this refreshing sangria drink with sliced watermelon for the perfect summer wedding or cocktail party. On to the kiwi fruit cocktail. Lovely and refreshing, this kiwi green drink will cool your thirst immediately. It's easy to make the syrup ahead of time and combine the remaining ingredients in a blender to serve immediately. Third, pink lemon jello shots. This clever, no-waste recipe is perfect for a summer party. It's guaranteed to please. When you serve these colorful and fun shooters, plenty of laughter and smiles are sure to follow. Fourth, the spiked strawberry iced tea. Nothing is more refreshing or southern than sweet iced tea, so why not add some fresh local strawberries with a hint of mint that will push your flavors over the top for a summer taste sensation. And fifth, the elderflower spritzer, the ideal drink for a garden party. This light and elegant drink is perfect for a hot day, and it's a breeze to make. Just add an ounce of elderflower liquor to your seltzer and serve. But for a greener version, make your own seltzer. It's better for the environment and will only cost you 17 cents a liter. Serve this over flower-filled ice cubes, such as the orchids, nasturtiums, and pansies that you should be growing in your garden. And remember, it's easy being green, sipping these green cocktails this summer.
So you're very experienced. You tried most of these, right?
I
Mint
have.
tea. What else goes in the mint tea?
The kiwi tea, or the
kiwi.
strawberries.
Strawberry mint
fresh
tea
local strawberries.
fresh mint.
But I tried the watermelon over the 4th of
great.
July.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we'll be right over, Adele.
Excellent.
One of
Thank
those
you.
cocktails. Thanks very much. Okay, as promised now, here we go with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board files. Here are some events in Roslyn that we'd like you to know about. Every Thursday this summer, the Roslyn Farmers Market is open from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Farmers Market is located at Wilson Boulevard and North Oak Street, across from Cupid's Garden sculpture. Offerings include jams and jellies, herbs, vegetables, fruits and vegetables, pastries, breads, and a whole lot more. In addition, they have a live concert held between 11:45 and 1:30 in the afternoon. Visit www.roslynva.org Play Markets for details. And on Friday the 12th, you can watch Pretty in Pink with Molly Ringwald and John Cryer at Roslyn's free summer school-themed movies on the green. The event starts at about dusk at Gateway Park near the Roslyn Metro Station, located at 1300 Lee Highway. On Friday, the 19th, Roslyn's movie is She's All That, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook. The following Friday, the 26th, you can dig out your leg warmers and headbands, because the original Fame will be showing. This film led to a TV show, a stage musical, a reality competition, and 2000 remake, all of the same name. And if that weren't enough, the spray grounds are open. You can have fun and keep the kids cool this summer at one of Arlington County's 4, count them, 4 spray grounds. They're located at Drew Park, Hayes Park, Lion Village Park, and Virginia Highlands Park. For more information, including rules and regs and hours and other amenities, visit the county's website and then search for spray grounds. Daniel.
Well, Roslyn isn't the only place to see free movies. Columbia Pike Branch Library needs someone to show films to the public as part of the library's mission to promote culture. The volunteer will help set up the equipment and troubleshoot minor problems that might occur at public screenings. The screenings will take place on Tuesdays from 2:30 to 5 p.m. Call 703-228-7688 to inquire.
All right, some information now on how you can help young bikers. A volunteer can change a child's life. I Can Bike, formerly called Lose the Training Wheels, was originated to help individuals with disabilities learn how to ride a bike independently. They meet from July 29th to the August 2nd at Kenmore Middle School, located at 200 South Carlin Springs Road. The spotters will run alongside the child as they learn to ride a bike, providing physical and emotional support. For more information, you can email A. Rosenthal at arlingtonva.us or give them a call at 703-228-4736. You can also reach I Can Bike on the county website for more details. Daniel.
Well, the Arlington Historical Society is looking for a membership director to help promote Arlington's history. The main responsibilities of the position are handling membership retention, growth, and acquisition. To learn more, email info@arlingtonhistoricalsociety.org.
And also, the Historical Society needs a volunteer treasurer. The treasurer's duties will include writing and mailing checks, maintaining check logs and donor logs, and updating the membership database. Familiarity, I always have trouble with that word. I'm not too familiar with familiarity, I guess. With Microsoft, Excel, and Quicken are desired skills. For more information, give them a call, 534-703, and they'll give you more information about that opportunity.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, we'll be back with our News for Seniors file right after we hear from Rich Massabny and his reviews. Here's Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Thank
Take
you,
it away,
boys.
Rich.
Thank you, boys. The Peacock Cafe has been around off Prospect Street, or just on Wisconsin Avenue in Georgetown for over 20 years. It's a first-class restaurant and bar, and especially in this nice weather, you can sit outside, which I did the other day, and you see elegant people, partying people, going to either this Peacock Cafe right there, or right next to it, Cafe Milano, or Morton's. They're all together there. And you see all kinds of people going in and out of the place. Shehab Faravar is the proprietor, and Daniel is the manager. Not this Daniel, but somebody else. But with a nice, friendly staff. The prices are reasonable, and you can get drinks by the glass, wines and whatever. But I love soup, and I've never had pistachio soup before. And they had a pistachio soup that wouldn't quit, not to mention the gazpacho, which was wonderful. But it's a nice find. And they also had under their small plates, they had a South African beef bubble tea. I never heard of it, but it was good. It was good. Anyway, there's much more. For more information and reservations, call 202-625-2740 or see peacockcafe.com. Historic Occoquan is a delightful place. When's the last time you were down there? The Occoquan Inn and Restaurant and Tavern's been there for a heck of a long time too. It's right in the heart of that quaint village, and I'll tell you, they've got wonderful onion soup. But they're known. Kevin is the chef, and he makes a prime rib that will not quit. It's that good. They make other things, of course, but there's and they got sandwiches and whatever, and soups and all that. It's a fun place, as Occoquan is. Anyway, they have a Sunday morning buffet too, which is very nice and reasonable. And they have sausage gravy with biscuits. You know, that's good. Anyway, Gary Savage is the guy who runs the whole thing. For more information, call the Occoquan Inn at 703-491-1888 or check the website at Occoquan Inn. The Kazan Turkish Restaurant in McLean. has been there also a long time, 23 years, and by the same guy, Zainel. He is the owner, and it really is a nice place. The food, yes, it's Turkish things, but there's also a full menu, as there is a bar too. It's right in the McLean Shopping Center, just off the intersection of Old Dominion Drive and Chambridge Road. If you're looking for healthy choices too, they got it there. The place is it's a family deal. It's the Uzun, U-Z-U-N family, and they're very, very nice. Call their phone number 703-734-1980, or check the website, kazanrestaurant.com. For a lovely, leisurely place sitting Sunday brunch. Well, they got other things too, but the Sunday brunch, buffet brunch, overlooking the Potomac with the view of the D.C. monuments and Reagan National Airport, I highly recommend Indigo Landing. It's wonderful. It's on the government grounds there, but you see the planes coming in and out of the place. But the buffet is set up a little bit on the side, so you can take your food and sit outside. It's just very, very nice. They got all kinds of stuff there. William Brownlee is the general manager, and Eric Gutierrez is the executive chef. It's a real winning team. For more information, call Indigo Landing, 703-548-0001, and check the website, Indigo Landing. And finally, I told you I'd get back to Tillman Island. I don't know if you guys have been to Tillman Island out there near St. Michael's, but I just discovered it last week. It's just down the road from the more famous St. Michael's. But David McCallum is the proprietor, and he's an executive chef himself, gourmet stuff. So not only is this boutique 20-room inn, Tillman Island Inn, but you got gourmet food there. Not to mention the gorgeous scenery at the Choptank Canal, and over here is the Chesapeake. Wonderful. The chef de cuisine, the guy who's actually mixing the stuff up and everything, is William Dickey, and he oversees the kitchen. And they got oysters. I love oysters, and if you like oysters Sutu or oysters Rockefeller, these things out of the Choptank are the biggest I've ever seen. That's all I can tell you. Not one of these skimpy jobs. Big things, and you'll love it. Anyway, I can't rave about this place enough. For information, call 1-410-886-2141 or check the website tillmanislandinn.com. That's it till next time. Rich Massabny. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rich.
Thank you.
All right, it sounds good, Rich. Let's all meet down at the Tillman Inn.
We
What
should.
do you say?
We really should.
Have some sliders.
And have our boss, Don Hammond, take care of us,
Okay, beautiful. On the boss. Here we go. Thanks, Rich. And as promised, now news for seniors. You forgot to remind me.
Oh, yeah, your glasses.
About my news for seniors glasses.
for
Much
seniors.
better. That's what it looks like. Just
Yes.
put it up there. We'll read anything. Palliative medicine. The new field of palliative medicine is the topic of the program Thursday, July 18 at 1 in the afternoon at Walter Reed Senior Center. Melissa Wetz of Capital Caring will discuss this newly certified medical board specialty, which has to do with treatments to relieve or alleviate pain. Ms. Wetz will describe the types of pain that palliative medicine targets, how effective it can be, and what the goals are for this new field of medicine. This is a free, FREE free program offered by the Office of Senior Adult Programs. For more information, give Walter Reed a call, 703-228-0955. Daniel.
Well, identity theft is one of the fastest growing problems in the United States. A representative from Arlington Community Federal Credit Union will meet with seniors on Thursday, that's July the 18th at 11 a.m. at Langston Brown Senior Center to discuss how criminals get personal information and how to minimize one's risk. Attendees will also learn what to do if they become victims of identity theft. For more information and to register for this free program, call Langston Brown at 703-228-6300.
All right, and here's an interesting item about living in a hotel in your retirement years. Leah McGovern, a retired veterinarian and interior designer, will discuss her choice of living in a hotel as her retirement living option. That'll take place on Tuesday, July 16 at 1 in the afternoon at the Lee Senior Center. Ms. McGovern said that hotels make great retirement living options, but they may not be for just everyone. She will discuss the pros and cons Tuesdays at the Lee Center. For more information and to register for this one, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
Well, both Walter Reed Senior Center and Langston Brown Senior Center will be offering free blood pressure monitoring on Thursday, July the 18th. Walter Reed will be offering the blood pressure monitoring from 10:15 to 11:15 a.m. Langston Brown will be offering the monitoring from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. First come, first serve, and for more information, just give them a call at 703-228-4721.
All right, and aging is a serious concern for everyone. Some for some of us than for others. You know, but anyway, the steering committee for services to older persons in Arlington is an affiliation of the private nonprofit proprietary and government service providers and senior advocates. They will meet to discuss aging issues. The committee's next meeting will be held Friday, 19 July at 10 in the morning at Human Services Center in Sequoia Plaza. They're located at 2100 Washington Boulevard. These meetings are free, open to the public. For more information, 703-228-1733. And as always, thanks to Judy Massabny
Thank you, Judy.
of OSAP for helping us out and sending us
Absolutely.
these announcements.
Thank you so much.
So I don't know if we'll be back after the interview to say goodbye, so we'll say right here, thanks for watching this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Join us again next week. We'll wrap it up now with Miriam Gennari and her guest. Here's Miriam.
Sorry to have kept you so long.
No, that's.
Okay, you can go.
All right, wait a minute. I'll give her a countdown.
It's running.
Okay. Look at the camera. Ready?
Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now for this edition of the Sustainable Scoop, I'm here with Christina Campanella. She is a landscape designer, also formerly a gardener for Arlington County. And Christina, I just want to thank you for coming. I've got questions about planting.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me. I'd love to talk with you about good things to plant in the garden.
Here's the thing that worries me most. Everyone's talking about invasives and that it's bad to plant invasives, but I understand that they also make lovely ground cover.
Well, one in particular that people love as a ground cover is ivy. And that's a problem because the ivy that we plant and that we use as a ground cover actually crowds out native plants that support our ecology, that support the insects and the birds that are native to this area. It also is a harbor for pests, for mosquitoes and for rats. And
Yes, I've
so
seen that.
yes, it's really but the thing is it's a beautiful plant, and that's why it's here in the United States. But people have learned that it's very, very harmful to our environment. When you have ground ivy, it's on the ground and it's in an immature state, so it's not producing berries. But once it goes vertical up trees and up the sides of houses, then it starts to produce those berries. The birds eat those berries and then they fly around, they spread it everywhere. And ivy is a very, very strenuous, a plant that can survive in sun, in shade, in all kinds of different environments.
And so that's why we spend so much time having these ivy pulls and getting rid of invasives. But you know, you mentioned native plants and how it benefits the ecology. So there are plants out there that people are planting that are not native to this area. How does a gardener go about picking and choosing what looks good and also, you know, what?
Well,
what
there are some plants that are not native to the area, but they're not invasive. But then there are a lot of plants that are not native to the area And because they're not kept in check by anything, they spread and they crowd out the plants that should be here. So there are plants like, I've never seen, for example, camellia on an invasive plant list. But if you're really interested in keeping these aliens out of your garden, there are lots and lots of resources to find out which plants should not be put there and which are good for the environment.
So before I go out and start buying plants or start planting, where should I go? What are the name of the organizations?
Well, you could go to, there's I think the easiest thing to do would be just to put in, Northeast USA invasive plants, and you will get so many lists. They're too numerous to even, talk about, because there's so many resources out there. And Arlington County also has resources on their website, so that's a very good place to start.
So what would you recommend then for a nice ground cover if you're trying to do some decorating in your yard that covers the ground, doesn't require a lot of maintenance?
There's something called foam flower that's really, really beautiful, and it spreads very, it's not an aggressive spreader, but it's a very tough plant. Then there's something called euchera. Euchera is a beautiful plant that people like, and that's good for shady, moist areas. There are so many ferns that can be planted, native ferns that are just beautiful, maidenhair, Christmas ferns. There's so many different things that you can choose. There are sedges
That's
that you
great.
can
That's great. That's what I needed. I needed some real concrete advice. I hope that our viewers really appreciate your expertise, and I want to thank you for listening in. We'll keep you up to date here on the Sustainable Scoop.